Well, so right here, I've got one of the smallest account I ever traded so far, and I want to try to flip it with volatility 151s because recently I found out that the margin for the smallest lot on volatility 151s is 2 cents, right? So right here I've got a 10 cents account and I'm already in a trade, and I've got 2 positions, and I've used a margin of 4 cents, which means that the remaining is now 6 cents, right? So let's wait and see how much this setup is gonna make. Okay, let's wait and see how much this setup is gonna make. So let's go to the analysis. Alright, so this is the setup which I took, and I was using this peak to identify the turning point. This supported resistance at the turning point, and now that I know the turning point, how exactly did I manage to find the setup, right? So let us switch to maybe 1 hour time frame. So to my 1 hour time frame, you can see that I drew the inner trend line, right? So this is the first peak, and then I skipped this peak, and then I used this one, and then after that I managed to figure out where the turning point was. So right here was the turning point, and then I drew another inner trend line. This is the first peak, and then right here was the second peak, and then there was a breakout and the retest on the trend line, right? So let me switch to 15 minutes time frame. So on 15 minutes time frame, this is where my entry was, right? This is where the entry was, and you can see that on the intersection of this trend line, that's where the market instantly turned and started going up. So as soon as I entered right here, you can see, boom, the market went all the way up, right? So that's how I managed to take a entry on this setup. Okay, that's how I managed to take an entry on this setup. So besides the trend line and the horizontal line, there was a rejection, right? You can see the type of candlesticks which were formed right here, and after all there was a consolidation. Every time you see a consolidation, there's going to be an impulse move, right? And at this point I already knew the turning point, and then was left was the rejection candlesticks, and then as soon as I saw this consolidation, I knew that the market, as soon as this sideways is finished, it is going to move massive, going all the way up. So I entered right here, and then boom.
A few moments later.
So the only way to make huge profits when you are using a smallest lot size is by holding for long time, right? Because there's no way you can scalp using this 0.01 and make a reasonable profit. No way, right? No way. So this is actually 1 day and 4 hours later, and we are now in profits of $28, right? So it seems like there's a good progress on the account, and I'm gonna close on $41 profit, and then I'll start from here on the next setup, because what matters is progress. And you can see that there's a little bit progress. The account grew. It was on 10 cents and it's now on $40. Alright, so 5 hours later, volatility 151s made the retracement again, and you can see from the way I drew my trend line, there was a trend line bounce, and a trend line bounce is an opportunity for us to make profit, right? Once you see the market bouncing on the trend line, that means that it's now turning from going downwards to upwards, and I'm already in with 4%, and I guess I'm gonna put 15%, because this pair is less volatile and it doesn't use that much margin. So on $40, you can put as many positions as you can, as long as we have the right setup and as long as we have the right turning point. So you can clearly see that I'm already in profit of 24 cents right now. Okay, so this is where the setup was, right? Let me switch from 1 hour to 15 minutes time frame. But before that, I want you to see something right here. You see, this was the first peak of the trend line. This was the second, and then this was the third, somewhere right here. And then as soon as the market was approaching this trend line, I want you to take a look on the type of candlesticks which were formed, right? Right here, there was a long tail. Right here, there was a long tail, which means this area was an area of rejection, right? So right here, there was a trend line bounce only, first peak, second peak, and then third peak. So this is 1 hour. Let us switch to 5 minutes. Let us switch to 5 minutes time frame. So this is where I ended my buy somewhere right here. And then as soon as I entered, you can clearly see that there was no any drawdown, right? There was no any drawdown. As soon as I bought it, boom, went all the way up, right? It went all the way up. So beside that, there was a reversal. There was a reversal pattern. You can clearly see this is a double bottom. This is a double bottom. This is a double bottom. There are three types of double bottom. The one which have got equal levels, something like this, right? And then there's this. There's this. There's something like this. Okay, and we have to trade all this in a different way. And then the last, which we've got first peak, which is above, and first peak, which is below. And then there's this. Okay, all these are double bottoms, but different shapes. Okay, so the way you trade this one with the equal levels is different from the way you trade this one, and also it's different from the way you trade this one. Okay, so okay, it's this one. Okay, so as soon as it bounced and then formed a rejection candlesticks, and you can actually see this type of candlesticks on 1 hour time frame. After that, boom, it went all the way up.
A few moments later.
So from $40, the account is now on $19. Okay, the fact that I had so many positions, I didn't want to hold this trade for too long, right? And this actually was about 3 hours and some few minutes of holding this trade. Okay, and I'm gonna close right now. The profit, I guess, is not enough. Okay, let's go to the next setup. So I've been waiting for this setup for almost 9 hours, and you can clearly see that on volatility 151S there is a head and shoulder, and we know that head and shoulder is a reversal pattern, and once it appears on the chart, it seems like the market is now changing direction, and you can see that it was going down, and the fact that there is a reversal pattern is now going up. So I have to take advantage of that reversal pattern, right? And I'm gonna enter, I guess, 15 position on this setup. So let's see.
A few moments later.
So 9 hours later, the trade is already in take profits. Of course, there was a retracement, but that didn't stop us from making profits. Okay, so right now we've got 39, almost $40 floating profits, and it seems like the trade is going according to the plan. Okay, the trade is going according to the plan, and the goal was to raise, to flip this account from $17.51 to something like maybe $70. So right now, let me see if I can close or hold to $70. But I guess I have to close. There's no need to be greedy because I've already doubled the money, which I've already doubled the balance. So let's just wait a few minutes. But you know, there are some emotions that you face once you open the MT5. So I guess it's a good decision to close. Okay, so almost 15 hours later, after closing volatility 151S, I saw another setup on volatility 21S, and you can actually see that the setup which I've been trading since I started trading this account are the same. Okay, I'm just doing same thing but different approach. Right here, there's a reversal pattern, and you know, a reversal pattern appears when the market is about to change direction. Right here is a head and shoulder, and you know, a head and shoulder is a confirmation that the market have totally changed the direction, right? And right now I've got $58.14. So I'm going to enter position since the market have already confirmed, and I will enter maybe 15 position, right? I'll enter maybe 15 position. So I'm already in the trades. Let's leave the rest to the market. You know, BOR, don't disappoint.
A few moments later.
after holding this trade for about 11 hours, we are now in day profit. So if I tell you that I grew this account from 10 cents, you can believe it, okay? There's no amount is too small to grow as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you invested your time in acquiring the right skill, okay? There's no any amount is too small to grow. So this is a massive return. This is a massive return, and I took about 7 days, almost a week. It's almost a week growing this account from 10 cents, okay? It's almost a week, so patience pays, okay? I closed it 419 profits. So on the next video, I will take another send account from just a random people who is in my Telegram channel, and I will take it to maybe $300 or $400, depending with the market structure. You know, the market structure is the one which determines how much the trader is going to make, right? So make sure you join the Telegram channel, join the link in there, join the link in the description. And also, if you wanna trade this small account, send account, use the broker which I use, and it's terrific. You can check out the link also in the description, right? So see you on my next video.